So this is for those who want to start their careers as web designers or software developers, or generally in in ICT field. So there's most people, most so those who are very green in this field want to normally ask on which area specifically they can specialize on. Uh, what I can say is that you can specialize on any area, but at first you need to know exactly what are the possible options in this field of the ICT. ICT generally is broad and it has a lot. I cannot mention specifically all the career options in the ICT field, but I can just mention a few of them. One of the areas that you can focus on or specialize on is web design. There is software development. Yeah, I can note software development and web design are two different things. There is mobile applications development. There is also cybersecurity. We have digital marketing, which is currently picking up. Actually, if you ask me, I can say that digital marketing, as people normally say that AI is the future, I can say digital marketing is also the future, and not only the future, but the current. There is also the machine learning and gaming and all that. So there's a lot that you can specialize on in ICT. So personally, my specialty is in software development. So I do both websites, web applications, and a little bit of mobile apps. So in this video, what I want to talk about is how you can start your career as a software developer or as a web designer. So being a software developer or a web designer is it requires more of passion than just enrolling for a course and studying. You need to have passion for it, and it requires so much hard work and consistency. And one slogan I normally use is ruthless focus. So, how do you start your career as a software developer? First, you need to, or as a applications developer or a web design, so you need to do your own research and see the area that is best fit for you based on your preferences. After that, you enroll for a course which you can take at Udemy, you can take at YouTube, and then get a mentor who can introduce you to the latest technologies and also give you information on the best practices in the industry, because you can be a good developer but you don't understand exactly how the industry runs or how you need to relate with people and how to even market your products and what you look for when you are looking for clients, how you communicate to them, how you manage them. So you need someone to offer you that mentorship. So in programming, I say that you need more of mentorship than training, because training you will be learning as you do it. Now, once you identify that, you start by learning the basics uh, the basics of them all. That is the HTML. So you understand what the HTML is. After understanding what HTML is, you can dig deep and get the concept of styling, what we call the CSS. You understand how to also styling is basically how to arrange components of a web page, how to make the website beautiful and all that. Then after that you learn some basics of JavaScript, jQuery, and then after that you can now focus on you introduce some frameworks, also the CSS frameworks like Bootstrap and all that. Then you pick a language. So, picking a language, you have to do a research again to understand which language is mostly needed in the field. Personally, I specialize in Python, so basically, I'll be biased on that particular area and say that you pick a Python. But Generally, before you choose a language, choose do a research. There are platforms, for example. There's one on frameworks, the most preferred frameworks, which will give you ranking of languages, how they are based on the market demand. So you need to understand the market demand, pick a language, then specialize on do a little bit of basics of that. Then after that, if you are to focus on web applications, uh, now integrate all the components. The language that you have chosen, use it to develop the backend, integrate it, link it with a database. Then after linking with the database, work on the front end using the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So once you do the basics, again now you can scale up to more advanced frameworks. For example, when it comes to JavaScript, you can now proceed to learn things like React, Angular, and all that. But you need to start with the most basics, that is purely understanding the structure and the components of how all these uh, different components fit together and produce what we call a web page. So in the next series, I'm going to take us through practically how we can get started. We'll start with HTML and then CSS. We look at JavaScript a little bit and integrated with Python. So I think hope to see you again in the next series. But just one thing that I have to mention is that once you learn, learning alone doesn't make you an expert. You need to practice a lot. So practicing as a startup, a beginner, you want to be able to get projects. So you should focus more on voluntary projects. You can even, for example, visit your church, do a website for them. You visit your former school, do a website for them. Look for your pastor, for example, do a portfolio for him or her. So in that, you will be able to have some projects that you can be presenting to an employer and telling them that I've done this and it is a proof that I can actually work. So with that, they will be able to a little bit trust you and give you more work so that you can actually build your portfolio. And the more you do these projects, the more you learn, the more you become a pro, and the more you grow your confidence and call confidence as a software developer or a web applications developer or a mobile app developer. So see you next and happy coding.